Hello there, Lunar Squadron, and welcome back to the channel. We are now less than 2 weeks away from the official release of Marvel's Spider-Man 2. How incredibly exciting is that? We are so close now, and today we are going to be going over some brand new open world gameplay and suit details that were revealed this week for Marvel's Spider-Man 2. But before we do that, if you're new to the channel, we would love to have you as always. And the way to do that, just go down below this video, hit that little subscribe button, the bell notification right on next to it. It'll notify you every single time that we upload. Now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right into all of these brand new details. Alright guys, so I'm actually flying solo today. Andreas had some personal stuff he had to take care of, so you are just going to have to put up with me for this one. But let's go ahead and jump right into these new open world gameplay details, and where I want to start is actually back on the official PlayStation.com listing for Marvel Spider-Man 2. If you guys caught our last video, you will know that we broke down some of the new character information that we got from this website this week. But actually, if you scroll down a little further on that listing beyond the character and villain information, we actually got some pretty exciting brand new information about the open world and gameplay in Marvel Spider-Man 2, where it says, explore both sides of the river, dive into the bustling underbelly of Marvel's biggest ever playable New York City as Miles and Peter span across Manhattan, Brooklyn, and Queens. And we actually got information about 5 locations that will be located on this map. The first one I want to start with is Midtown High, and it says the Forest Hill High School where Peter built his first Spider-Man suit. Will he sneak back into the chemistry lab to think up some brand new inventions? This makes me wonder if we will actually be able to go inside Midtown High and explore the high school that we know Peter is from. And Harry, I'm incredibly excited to see just how robust Midtown High actually is in this game. The next location is Aunt May and Peter's house. If you guys saw our last video, you know we got some brand new insight about Aunt May's house from the Marvel.com article in the interview with Laura Bailey, Yuri Lowenthal, and Najee Jeter. Really, if you haven't checked that out, definitely go give it a look or give it a read. It really is an incredible interview and insight into just some of the underlying story beats going into Marvel Spider-Man 2. But this one says, Peter's childhood home holds a lot of memories, both bitter and sweet. What clues to his past are hidden amongst the trinkets? So we already know that we will be able to explore and go inside Aunt May's house. That was confirmed a few months ago, but I'm incredibly excited to see what Easter eggs that Insomniac Games has put into Aunt May's house for Marvel Spider-Man 2. I really think there's going to be some really special and incredible Easter eggs and just homages being paid and all of that kind of stuff in Aunt May's house. So guys, definitely, when you have the time in between beating up Kraven and maybe even getting your ass kicked by Venom, swing on by over to Aunt May's house and give it a look and just see what you're able to find. I think there's going to be something really special about Aunt May's house in this game. Now, the next location is the Brooklyn Visions Academy, and it says, Miles aced a seriously tough test to bag a spot at this elite Brooklyn school. Here's hoping he and Genki don't get caught passing Spider-Man related notes in class. Now for this one, I wonder the same thing that I wonder for Midtown High. Will we be able to go in and explore Miles' school? Will we be able to go in and explore Peter's school? I just am interested to see how far Insomniac has taken this expanded open world and these locations. I'm incredibly excited to find out, and I'm incredibly excited to just see how this version of Brooklyn Visions compares to previous variants that we've seen in the Spider-Man lore. I think it's going to be really cool if we're able to explore this academy. We already know that there will be a whole line of side quests that are attached to the Brooklyn Visions Academy, so it definitely seems like the personal lives, the school, stuff like this is going to play a pretty sizable role in this game. This is something that we've talked about in the past and that we've heard from Insomniac Games themselves, and just stuff like this really does further back that up, that they want to point out, you know, the schools that our heroes went to and their houses and stuff like that. So just so cool to see. Now the next one is Coney Island, and this one is really cool because the paragraph says the iconic Brooklyn landmark is the perfect backdrop for an epic showdown. Will Miles and Peter bring a different kind of firework to the pier? So this is pretty insightful here, where it says the iconic Brooklyn landmark is the perfect backdrop for an epic showdown. So this sounds like soft confirmation that we are going to be having a pretty sizable encounter here at Coney Island, probably at the carnival, and it just makes me wonder who it's going to be. We already have seen from the State of Play trailer that it looks like Mysterio is involved somehow with Coney Island, so I wonder if this will be one of those villain of the week types. You know, we've seen this in the Spider-Man games in the past where there are other iconic villains involved in the main story of this game along the way to the main villains of the game. And it just makes me wonder if we're going to have a showdown with Mysterio on Coney Island, or will it be someone else? Could it be someone like Kraven or Venom? Could this be one of the locations for one of the final encounters of this game? I'm so incredibly excited to find out. If I had to guess, I would say there's probably the best chance it's going to be Mysterio, since we already know he's involved with Coney Island. To me, that makes the most sense. But guys, down below in the comments, let me know what you think. Who do you think we're going to have this great standoff encounter with on Coney Island? Because it's definitely going to be somebody, but who do you guys think it's going to be? Now, the last location I want to talk about on this map is the Emily May Foundation. We finally get some brand new information about what exactly the Emily May Foundation is, what their mission is, and who's running the foundation. And it says, Manhattan's newest startup for those who want to heal the world. There is that line again. Heal the world. This is what we've seen over and over again. This is the name of the main quest line for Marvel's Spider-Man 2. And it continues with Harry and Peter at the helm, the odds are definitely in their favor. So now we have confirmation that Peter and Harry are actually running the Emily May Foundation, which makes a ton of sense given the name, with Emily being homage to Harry's mom and May, of course, being homage to Peter's aunt. So it makes a ton of sense that Peter and Harry will be running this. I think it's going to be really intriguing to see how this foundation impacts the personal relationship between Peter and Harry, and if Harry is Venom, which we all think he's going to be, we're all pretty sure he's going to be, how that's going to break down and how this foundation will be impacted over the course of the events and story of Marvel Spider-Man 2. I definitely think that is something to keep an eye on. So that is all of the brand new open world gameplay and story details that we got from Marvel Spider-Man 2. There's one other thing that I want to talk about, and it is this tweet from Insomniac Games from a few days ago, where they tweeted out 65 suits, 200 styles, explore fresh takes on beloved classics, or discover unique variations across new designs such as the Arachnite and Shadow Spider pre-order suits in Spider-Man 2 PS5. Define your heroic style. What Spidey suit fits you the best? Hashtag be greater together. This is a very exciting tweet because we got brand new looks at both the Arachnite and the Shadow Spider suits for Marvel Spider-Man 2, and they look phenomenal, especially that Arachnite Moon Knight influenced suit. It just looks so damn good. I'm so excited to try that out. It almost looks like an Assassin's Creed type outfit for Marvel Spider-Man 2, which is kind of funny since AC Mirage just released this last week. So just a lot of Assassin's Creed type stuff popping up around the internet. The other thing that I really wanted to talk about with this tweet is we knew about the 65 suits and the 200 styles, but a lot of questions we've been receiving, a lot of comments we've been seeing is it just 65 suits? Are there more than 65 suits? Is it exactly 200 variants? Are there more than 200 variants? Well, it sounds like from this tweet, this does confirm for sure that there will be exactly 65 suits and exactly 200 variants in Marvel Spider-Man 2. I think this was all something we could safely assume, and from the State of Play trailer, it sounded like we got confirmation of that, but here is official confirmation from Insomniac Games in a tweet that it is exactly 65 suits and 200 styles. I am so incredibly excited to see what suits end up making their way into Marvel Spider-Man 2. We've already gotten a look at a lot of suits that I was really hoping would make their way into this game, such as the Life Story spacesuit for Miles. I'm hoping Peter gets his variant because I really love that suit. We know that the Raimi suit will be in this game, at least the symbiote variant of the suit. I'm excited to see if there are any other variants, if Insomniac gets really creative here and what they're able to add. I'm hoping that the Amazing Spider-Man suit will make its way into this game. I'm hoping actually that we get both the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and Amazing Spider-Man 2 suits in this game. It's going to be so much fun. We're less than 2 weeks away from officially finding out what suits are in this game. Guys, let us know down below in the comments which of the locations that we talked about in this video you are most excited to go visit. For me, it's got to be Coney Island. It's got to be seeing the carnival and finding out what exactly this big standoff encounter is going to be and who it's going to be with in this game. It's just, there's so much exciting stuff coming in this game. The story is going to be absolutely incredible. So anyway, guys, that is going to do it for me for this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, we will see you all next time.